It's like I never moved! And that's because I hadn't. This was literally the next episode. Okay, so let's jump right into this. So what are we going to build here? Well, here's what we're going to need to build. Oh, did I? I didn't. Did I get rid of them? I don't know what I did. Okay, so the next thing we want to build is a toolbar. There we go. And yeah, so the next thing we want to do is we want a generating flora. So we want this guy. So we want to move up from the endoflame to the thermalily. Now what the thermalily does is it eats lava, lots and lots of lava. So we're going to use that to our advantage. So fortunately, I have all the runes I need because we made them last episode. Ha 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 ha! So now what we need to do, head on over here. I think we may need to find a better spot for this. I don't know, but for right now, it seems to be working for us. Have I still ever put anything back in there? I have not, because I don't really use them for anything. I've got a transmutation tablet with me at all times. How cool is that? All right, so let's go ahead and empty out our inventory of stuff we do not need. And I need more runes. Yep. All right, so let's take that out of there. So we'll have an empty hand. I think that should do it. All right. Let's double check. I think it was 2 oranges and 1 red. Yes. We're going to make 4 of these guys. Alrighty. That was fun. I'll bet it wasn't. Alright, so now we got our thermalilies. So let's go ahead and set these guys up. And I have these set up in a very specific configurationing. I'm going to need a couple of things. So I'm going to need this. How was I doing this? Yes, this is how I was doing it. Thermalily here, thermalily here, thermalily there, thermalily there. So what we're then going to need to do is have some lava nearby. And the way we're going to do that is we're going to need some glass. And not just any glass. We're going to use reactor glass because that's insane. All right. That's right. So this goes... Ah, okay. Now I remember what I'm doing. I got it. Don't worry. I got this thing. I got it going on. Even though I say I do, I don't, but I do. Trust me, it's a happening. It's a haps. This needs to go. Right? Yep. That needs to go. And that one doesn't. This one does. Right? Right. So that's going to go there. That's going to go there. All right. So the next thing I need is a couple of dispensers. By a couple, I mean a lot. And some nodes. And some pipes. And I'm also going to need filters. Just one. And you'll see why. And a bucket of lava. And again, you'll see why. Okay. So these dispensers are going to go here and here. Not like that, though. That's not how they're going to go, right? No, they're not. I'm going to put them over here like this. All right. So here's what we're going to what I'm proposing is going to happen. And we're going to just break the lily when we do this here. But I'm going to take this and I'm going to put this in here. And then I'm going to take a bouton. I'm going to put it on top here. So what's going to happen is this. We're going to set up a timer, and I'm going to show you that in a little bit too. But it's going to be, there's going to be a timer that's going to fire, and that is going to cause these guys to release lava. Did it get eaten? It must have been eaten. Did you eat that? You couldn't have eaten that quickly. I must have screwed up the thing. Where's my stuff? Nope, you ate it. Wow, that was quick. Okay, so it ate the lava that quickly. Pretty cool, right? Oh, that's what I need. I almost forgot about that part. Okay, what part? You'll see. Okay, thanks for telling me. You betcha. Yes. Yes? Yes. No? Yes. Yes. For sure. Okay, those are going to go there. I guess we'll just do it this way, wherein I do this correctly instead of doing it wrongly, as I have been doing, which is what I've done here. Okay, so that was wrongly. This is rightly. This is wrongly. This is rightly. This is rightly. Up a dozies. Right? Righter. Right on. Okay. So yeah, when this gets dispenses a bucket of lava, we don't want it falling out. We don't want it falling down into that down there. We want it to stay where it has to be. So now we just need to get rid of you, I believe. Yes. Okay. So that's the first bit. Almost there. So now what we need to do is we need to get this thing filled up with lava. How are we going to do that? Well, that's going to be some interesting stuff. But let's start with some of the basics. So the first couple of things we need is we're going to need some pipes. So we're going to need to get rid of this because it's annoying me. Just for the time being. So we're going to need a way, first of all, to get these guys to fire. And the way I like to do this, did I make one already? What is it called in Botania? Why am I having trouble with this? Hourglass. Golden hourglass. Have I made one of those? I haven't made one of those yet, have I? I have not, so we'll make one of those. Hourglass is mana steel, mana glass. Have I made mana glass? I don't know. Let's find out. Mana. Well, I know I need mana iron. Oh, I did make mana glass. I know I need some redstone and some goldstone. So let's get that. Get rid of you and this. And I'm going to need at least 2 of these guys. So 16 will do as a replacement for that. Okay. So what are we going to do here is... Am I going to be able to do this? Let's start with what we know we need. So we're going to need a timer here. A timer here. And what these do is these are timers. And what we're going to set this to is every 6 minutes, this thing... Is it 6 minutes? 6 minutes. Every 6 minutes, this thing's going to fire a pulse, which is going to cause it to... It's going to fire a pulse that's going to cause it to... It's a redstone pulse, and it's going to cause these guys to fire. Yeah, I know, I got completely lost there. And eject their lava into here. 6 minutes, so this runs for about 45 seconds. It generates mana after having eaten some lava. So it's for about 45 seconds, and then it has a 5-minute cooldown. So if we set this to 6 minutes, then every 6 minutes, this should be good. So it'll have enough time to eat the lava, generate some mana, and have a cooldown period. Have yourself a nice little break. Relax for a minute. You've worked very hard, Thermalily. You deserve a break today, okay? Okay. So, we've got that in place. We're going to have to totally pasture seed some of this. Actually, let's give it a try here. 1. That's really not what I wanted you to do. Let's try a little soul sand. Just give that a quick try. Whoa, no way. I don't have any soul sand. All right, fade to black as I head down into the nether and grab myself some soul sand. Be right back. And we're back. Well, that was a really tough trip to the nether, wasn't it? Okay, so... Hey, don't harsh on me. Right? I just didn't feel like going all the way back there. All right, so that's that. I've been there, right? You've seen the episodes. I got my butt kicked. I'm terrified, man. I'm terrified. I don't know what it's like in there, man. You just don't know. Well, probably you do. You wouldn't be watching this if you didn't play Minecraft, right? All right, so here's our hourglass. Yeah, that's going pretty slowly. So let's do this. Let's just take one of you. And we'll hear it fire. Okay, so that's going to do that. So that's going to be the first thing. So the first thing it's going to do is it's going to fire out the lava. So we got to put lava in there. So we need a pipe that goes in and provides lava. Where's that lava coming from, you're asking? I'll tell you in a little bit. But right now, what we actually also need is we're going to need to pull out the bad, the no longer used empty lava buckets. So the non-full ones, the empty buckets. They're just called buckets. That's what they like to be called. They like to be called buckets, so that's what we're going to call them. I'm thinking I know what I need to do. I know how to fix this, folks. I know how to fix this. Yep, thank you. I appreciate all the effort that you've put in there. What we're going to do is actually, here's what we're going to do first. Goody goody gumdrops. There we go. All right, that's the first step. Oh yeah, there you go. Turn all of that into grass. There we go. Thank you much. Thank you much. Thank you much. Perfect. All grassed. Okay. So the next step will be, let's put our thermalilies down here instead. Or in front. That way we can see them, right? So that's kind of cool. Yep, you. Pasture seed. Thermalily. Okay, good. Because they just need to be near the lava, right? They don't need to be near anything else. So why am I spending all this time and effort trying to get them to do that? Doesn't make no sense. Okay, sorry. All right, so I think I figured this out. So here's what we're going to do. So what I've done is, and I'll keep doing this so that you can see me doing it, is I created a couple of filters for plain old buckets. Oh, there we go. These should all be the same. Excellent. So this will only pull out empty buckets. Yep. Only need, oh, it will take all 63. Why? I don't know why. Okay, so there are our filters, which are going to allow us to recycle. So what's going to happen is, I'm going to give myself a little bit more room because I'm definitely going to need it now. Once it's fired off, it's going to put them back into these transmutation chambers. Remember these transmutation chambers? I remember these transmutation chambers. Whoops. What do I want here? I want this one, the efficiency catalyst. I want 2 of those. Actually, no. I'm going to want 2 stacks of those. Right? Yeah. Because what I found was these, we'll take 4. So what this supposedly does is it just increases the efficiency. I don't know how much of a difference it makes. especially given I've got 10 billion EMC sitting around, but whatevs. So this is going to pull out from there. So what are these here for? Well, this is where it gets interesting, because, watch this. Let's put a node on here and see what happens. Node on you. Oh, I don't have one in there, so let's put soulbound these to me. Take one and throw it in there. So what happens? Where's all this stone coming from? Well, it's literally pulling stone out of my EMC. Cool is that? Oh, and that seemed to be about a minute. So what we do here, though, is we're going to change this up a little bit. Take that out. You in there. Yep, yep. Put this here. Put that there. Or just one of those there. So this says lava bucket. Pull this out. Now it keeps pulling out lava buckets. If we just put something like this here, this will start to fill up with lava buckets being pulled out of our transmutation energy that we just got kind of lying around there. So yeah, so let's soul that guy up, and we'll put one of these on here and put one of those in there. So I think it just starts with, because this is ID 1 in, I think, is it ID 1? Yeah, in Minecraft. So it just starts with the first ID, but since we have a, you hear that? It actually just worked. So that's something we should fix, because we're not ready for that to work with. But anyway, that worked. So let's see here. One of those, see, none of these have any of these. So what's happening is, as these fill up, they're going to fire off. Yep, there we go. And then when they expend the lava, they will have an empty bucket, which will get pulled out here and fed back into there, recycling the EMC. How cool is that? How cool indeed is that? So now, really, all we need, a couple of mana spreaders. Oh no, it looks like it evacuated it all. Excellent. This is attached to that one, so that one's attached to that one. Nice. So, we just got to fuel it now. And by fuel it, I mean we need to put sand. Oh, not red sand. Soul sand. Your soul sand. Da, 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 da. You know what? Let's get that first firing off. How's that? Sound, I like the sound of that. Because we're going to have to do this first one manually. And there we go. These things have eaten all of their stuff. And look at that. Is that amazing or what? Because this mana spreader cannot keep up with the amount of stuff that's coming out of that Thermalily. Or these Thermalily. So you got 2 feeding this guy, 2 feeding that guy. Oh, looks like it's caught up. Maybe they have. Yep. They have emptied themselves. How do we do? Because this one was empty. So 1024. Not a lot, I guess. But what's going to happen is we just leave that sitting there. And every 7 minutes, it's going to fire off all of that stuff, and it will fill up eventually. So, at this point, I got to imagine we've got to have enough to get this thing to fire up. So let's see what happens. It does not. So let's see what we're doing wrong. We must be doing something wrong. Okay, so an 11 by 11 area around it. We've got those. So I'm going to spend a couple minutes, and I'm going to try filling this thing up with some more mana the hard way. So I'll be right back. Alrighty. And we are back. So I've just gone and I've filled up 4 mana tablets. Filled with mana. So that's basically half a mana pool per each one of these. And we are just going to let them empty out into these pools. Alright, so that one's already empty. So that's got at least a half a pool in there. Let us see. 512. 681. I think the problem is one of these didn't have enough. It didn't have enough in there to really kind of kickstart it. So now they all are in pretty good shape. They all have at least half a doohickey full. So here we go. Let's try this sucker again. And we are on and stable, folks. We are on and stable. All right. So the next thing we want to do here, actually, do this really quickly. Whoops. Frame living with? Oh, let's do that. I don't know what that means. We'll see what it looks like. So this is 3 by 3, right? Not what I wanted. I wanted you there. Oh, it just fired off another batch of So, I mean, it only takes a few minutes, and then it starts filling up again. So, no big whoop. And what am I doing here? Well, so as you're about to see, the way this works is you just kind of throw stuff into it. Because the theory is, okay, this is a portal, but it's not strong enough to allow living critters to go through. So you have to throw your materials in, and they'll return some stuff to you. And we're not going to turn this off because reasons. But yeah, so let's go ahead. What do we want here? You know what we want to start with? Terra Steel. Because I think that gives you Elementium, which is our next big step forward. So each one of these that we throw in is going to use some mana to get back out. Let's do it this way. Nope. Oh, I know what the problem is. You need to send that in first. Look at that. There we go. Now we have Elven knowledge. Hey! Welcome from the Elven Guard. Yeah, you. Alright. Elementium. Living Wood or Dream Wood. Elementium. Oh, it's just Mana Steel. So yeah. So we just need a couple blocks of Mana Steel. Let's throw those in instead. Oh well, that was a lot. That was a tough lesson to learn. But learned it we shall, and have, and done. Alright. So I keep throwing those in there. There they come. And there's our block of Elementium. How cool is that? So, oh, that's right. You only get half as much back. So, for every 2 Mana Steel, you get 1 of the Elementium. So, oh well, not a big deal. First thing we need to do, I guess, is what's Mana Steel? Because this is that required a lot of stuff. We're going to just basically double this. We're going to say Project E, set EMC 9200. Just rounding up. Because really, at this point, it doesn't make any difference. Reload complete. Yay. Can we do that? We can. Okay. So we've got all of that. Let's go ahead and get ourselves some ingots. There we go. You guys can go in there. We've learned that. Now what can we use these guys for? Ooh, big stuff. All right. Nimbus amulet. I don't know what that does. I don't know what this does. I gotta find out what that Starfield creator does. Elven Mana Spreaders, we're gonna definitely want to make. Those speed up the... They speed up the performance. They're very, very, very fast. As much as you saw how quickly that thing filled up with... It filled up that other one, Flugel Tiara. That's another type of flight that we have available. Here we go. Elementium sword. I think the armor's... Yes, the armor is a little easier. So that's what I was looking for more than anything. So let's do that. That's our next step. I forgot the Terra Steel was just kind of weird. But that's okay. Let's get this guy going. Because this is some serious armor we got here, folks. This is some serious armor. All right. Plunk. Yeah, I know I fell. Excellent. Look at that. Hey, hey. Now this stuff, it's very enchantable. It's very, very enchantable. So like if you enchant this with level 30, you'll get like at least one other enchantment. Most likely you're going to get 2 every time you enchant. So pretty nice set of armor. But for right now, I need the flight until we figure something else out. I know. I promised I was going to do that at some point. And we still will. And we still shall. And it will happen. But let's back these up, and then we'll just go throw this over on the thing. And I think we may be done for the day with that. I don't know. I'm going to have to go take a look and see how much time we've spent doing stuff. All right, so... Fade to black. This is Quibbling Ash 42. Calling it quits.